Welcome to Land Academy. I'm Jack Butala.
I'm Jill DeWit.
We show you how to buy real estate for half of what it's worth.
And sell it on the internet really fast.
We are Jack and Jill, and this is the Jack and Jill Show 2. With over 15,000 completed transactions, we're the experts at acquiring property.
Of all kinds, not just land.
For half price and flipping them for way more.
All right, let's get this show started.
Jack Butala with Jill DeWit.
Hey there.
Welcome to our show today. In this episode, Jill and I talk with Land Investors member Kahlil Turner. Before we get into it, though, let's first take a question posted by one of our members on the landinvestors.com online community. It's free.
Okay. Kent wrote, "Hi all. Is anyone out there a licensed agent in their state? And if so, are you disclosing on your offer letter that you are?" This is a really good question. Yeah. I am licensed, but my intention in using the Land Academy methodology is to buy that provides, what is this? I'm missing something. Is to buy and provide myself properties to resell, not to get listings. However, am I still required in my state to disclose that I'm a licensed agent at first contact, which in this case is the letter that I send? I'm trying to decide on what exact wording to put in the letter to this effect. Any thoughts would be greatly appreciated. Thanks. So someone already wrote in and added an answer here. And then Rob wrote, in my state, you are required to make that disclosure up front. Yeah. So yes, it would need to be on the offer. I agree too. Contrary to what is taught here, that's hilarious. Since I'm a licensed broker, I choose to send postcards. Oh, I see. Rather than send offers to avoid issues. It won't take long for an angry owner to call the real estate commission and file a complaint.
That's right.
Clearly, that complaint would not go anywhere, but who needs the drama?
Yay. Who needs drama?
Right.
Who the heck needs drama anyway? If you want drama, go to the movies.
There we go. I make a very good living as a broker, so I'm inclined to protect my license. I have taken a step further and set up a separate LLC.
Yeah.
And I often buy land using a self-directed retirement account.
Nice.
Anytime I buy or sell, I include the following language.
We have some smart members.
Buyer/seller's trustee is a licensed real estate broker of blank. The purchase price may or may not reflect market value.
I like it.
Buyer/seller shall receive no real estate commission has provided no real estate agency representative of any kind for this transaction.
Nice work, Rob.
Yeah.
Some people are natural born lawyers.
They just know how to present something.
And we have some smart members, you know?
I think he's doing everything right. I totally
too.
agree. Whatever the rule or the law is in your state, you better follow that. Because you don't want to get
you don't want to horse around with the real estate commission.
No. And I don't think there's anything wrong with disclosing, hey, I am a realtor, but this is for me. I'm buying these investments from my own portfolio. However you want to say that, and just be upfront and honest. And I think that a lot of sellers would appreciate that you are an agent, and knowing that, then you could say, look, I know this market. This is my business. I'm all in. I've now started buying them for myself instead of just doing this. Me as a seller would think that's cool.
That's right.
So, and I know, and me as a seller, I might be inclined to trust you even more because I know you're regulated. I know you know the laws, and all of that. So I like that.
Me too.
It could be totally a positive thing.
Well said.
Thank you.
So did you know, incidentally, this is some fun trivia about real estate agents. In the 50s, you would go in. Did you ever buy a fishing license? You would go to Walmart, just say, I'd like to buy a fishing license, and you push your $22 down or something?
Not myself, but I've been people with my dad and stuff years ago, yeah.
Used to be in the 50s, that's how you got a real estate license. You just went to the thing, and you said, I'd like to get a real estate license, and you plop down the money, and they say,
hi, here, it's good for 2 days.
So, unfortunately, a few people wrecked it for the rest of us.
Right.
So now you got to go to class.
Put in all these 80 hours or 90 hours, whatever it is, yeah.
It's silly.
Right.
If you have a question or you want to be on the show, reach out to either one of us on landinvestors.com. Today's topic, we talk with Land Academy member Kahlil Turner. This is the meat of the show. Welcome, Kahlil. You're obviously having some success, or maybe some drama and trauma for being a member with us. Regardless, we'd love to hear about it today. How you doing?
Doing well. Hey, it's Kahlil.
Okay.
Kahlil. Sorry,
Okay, good.
it's a weird name. My
You'll never get it.
my mom decided to give me this creative name. I have part Lebanese on one side of my family, and there's a famous poet, Kahlil Gibran, and she was into poetry and named me after him. But most of my life it's been Cookie and Koala and
Wow, Cookie.
Kahuna, and yeah. Anyway, so
Kahlil it is.
Well, maybe he's gonna. This is how Jack rolls. You might have one big deal, and you'll be called.
Kahlil.
He'll call you that county forever. No, that's true.
That's right.
Because that's really how Jack thinks. Oh, you mean so and so? Yeah, actually, that's right. That's not their name at all, but but that's good. He'll like, oh, Cook County. Got it. Yeah, that's right.
in high school, I started to go by Joe, just to kind of cut some of my teachers off, just because Joe's my middle name, and one of my friends I've known all my life, he still calls me Kajo every now and then. Joe.
Wow.
Just because he knew me as a. But anyway, all right. So go ahead.
Well, tell us. We'll get into your background in a few minutes, but I'd love to hear about some of the deals that you're doing right now.
So recently, a certain large state in a pretty low-priced area where most of this particular area you can get low-cost land. I picked up a bunch of 40s, 20s, and 5s. Oh. And actually, I've bought in the last 2 months, I've bought just as much land as I bought all of last year. So wow. I'm not sure that's a good thing or a bad thing with the county that I bought it in, but I've been selling land. I found this particular area, people tend to want larger tracts versus some of the other areas. So those sell a lot faster than the 5s I have. But yeah, I've got one entitled closing right now. I've got another guy that's going out to see it, a fossil hunter that's going out to see one of my. I got an option deal, that's cool. And that's an easy double right there. And then I did 2 term deals earlier in the month, so it's shaping up to be one of my better months. So, all the inventory I had in Arizona and New Mexico, I blew through all that. So
that's fantastic.
All I have left is this recent mailer. So I just put out some new mailers. And I'm experimenting with higher dollar valuations. Like I wanted to go into a county, maybe with a higher, $500, $600. I mean, the average price is around $2,500. So anyway, I'm trying one of those kind of counties as an experiment, and actually 2 of them this week. And but they're small. It's a smaller county, so the data, there's not as much data, not as much subject to mail too. So
right.
We'll see how that shapes up. But
well, it obviously is working for you. What's the big picture thought here? Like, did you find us through a competitor, or not a competitor, but somebody else who does this?
So I started out investing in mortgage notes, and I really like mortgage notes.
I do too.
I'm sorry to say, but that is the ultimate passive income. There's an ultimate passive income podcast, but that is the ultimate passive. You just do your due diligence up front, and then you get a check for 15, 20, 30 years, and until it's paid off. It's beautiful. But I ran out of capital pretty quick doing that.
Yeah, no, that's the issue. You have to have financial backing.
Yeah, they're really expensive to buy, and so I was like, how can I do this? So I found this other program. I found it first, which I found yours first, and so I pulled the trigger on it and did the whole course. Then there's a boot camp, and I went to that, and it felt like a big. I'm not going to bash it, but it was helpful. It was very helpful, and it got me to where I needed to be. But it was lacking information, and I got stuck with the county thing. And look, man, I work like 50 or 60 hours a week, sometimes longer. I have a really demanding day job, and I just don't have time to fly around with these counties and all the data and all the games they play with, just all garbled up in different formats.
Yeah.
And then trying to get it out of them and playing games with them where, we don't have this, or go to this department, or just, I don't have time for that. So I got frustrated with that, and then thought, it's got to be a better way. I started searching around, and I came across you guys, and my wife didn't want me to buy another program because I just spent a good bit of money flying to the boot camp and but I did it anyway.
Your wife's
and
right,
it worked out. It worked out. So
I like the way you said it, though, Kahlil. That's how I see it too. I'm like, whatever it was, I think you always get something out of everybody's thing. And if even it did anything but teach you that doesn't feel right, this is not the right path for me. Because maybe it's great for some other people. That's okay. It got you where you needed to go. You didn't stop. And so that's awesome.
Right.
Yep.
Good.
So,
what's next? What are you going to conquer next?
So I just want to build a portfolio of term deals. That's my, but kind of balance it out. I'm starting to learn, maybe I shouldn't be doing these super low down payment deals. Maybe I should get a little bit more in a down payment, but that kind of limits your buyer pool. So it's a balancing act. I'm just trying to balance that a little more. And I think what Luke does is he kind of invites them to, what kind of down payment can you offer? And I've been taking that approach a little more, just because maybe I can get a little bit higher down payment that way instead of suggesting something really low. So, but I'd like to build a bigger terms portfolio. But I also like the cash deals too. Those are nice because you need those too. Yep. But I got a little bulletin board in my little office, and it's got a the typical $10,000 a month goal, and I got that. And every time I get a new deal, I change my income and kind of tick it up.
What are the numbers up there right now?
That's great. I want to hear about that.
Yeah. Well, I'm only so my term deals are only like 1,300. It's about 1,300 right now. So it's not a whole lot.
It's a mortgage.
So, but hey, with some of the things I have in the pipe right now, I could be at 2 by next month, no problem. So, but anyway, things are going a lot faster. The pace is a lot faster now. I'm just feel like I'm doing more deals faster, and that has to do with some of the tweaks I've made with I guess buying property. I just bought a whole lot more in one chunk recently, and then I also started using Land and Farm. Yeah. And I was just using LandWatch and Craigslist, Zillow, and a little bit of YouTube and my website, and I tried Backpage, but I just don't have time to mess with Craigslist a whole lot. So I've been really relying on LandWatch and Land and Farm mostly, but Land and Farm has been driving a lot of leads, man. Great. Really has a whole lot more. And I started using LandPen also recently. I got a few postings there, but I've hired a VA. I'm going to start using them to start posting more of my stuff so I can kind of free myself up. Time is the biggest problem.
Yeah, I understand completely. We've got some products coming out that are really going to help you out.
I'm working on that too.
Our Parcel Fact product it'll entirely, stop.
I'm really looking forward to the Parcel Fact thing. Really, that sounds awesome. Really looking forward to that. In fact, maybe towards the end of it, I can ask you a question or two about that. But yeah, so that's kind of what I have. My focus is right now, and
cool.
What I've been doing lately. So
you can ask questions about Parcel Fact right now.
Okay, well, sure.
Everybody's probably got the same questions or close to them.
Well, just I noticed on your little level of programs you had Parlay, which is if you go beyond the Silver program, you can get access to Parlay. But it seems like Parcel Fact will replace Parlay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in fact, that's been updated. You're right.
So will the Parcel Fact be sort of like Deed Perfect where it's included in the Silver program, or is it a subscription service where you got some sort of additional monthly charge each month, or how's that going to pan out for the
It's both.
Parcel Fact?
The answer is
Okay.
both. So and it all depends on what the type of user that you are. So if you're pulling just a ton of data, it will make sense for you to do it at a subscription level that's higher than where you are now. But if you just use it for, I don't know, a certain number, 30, 40 a month or something, it makes much more financial sense just to get it that way. So it's designed to help everyone at the level where they are. And then at some point, it just makes more sense to do it on a subscription basis.
Yeah. Well, hey, man, I need time savers, and I'm willing to pay for time savers. So my time is there's only so much of it. So good.
I'm working on Jill Live as fast as I can, Kahlil.
Oh, good.
Yeah, because I'm working on the phones and the posting stuff. Because I don't know if you saw that survey I did a couple weeks ago. Everybody said the same thing. I need help. I need help with communication. I need help with the posting. So like are the biggest things that take a lot of your time.
Everybody has a bottleneck. My bottleneck historically has been until we figured Parcel Fact out, engineering. Posting property, getting good maps, and making it look good. Mm-hmm. So I've been lucky because Jill and her staff have been answering our phones for quite some time, but I understand how hard that is on your own.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my wife's been helping me out a good bit. She does all my. So we have a dual, our partnership LLC, and she does all my. Basically every. I have not personally purchased a single property. She has bought every. She likes to say that.
That's fantastic.
She's bought every single parcel because her name was on all the deeds. So, but she takes care of all that stuff, the affidavits and the deeds, getting that notarized for me. So that's been a big help.
That's awesome.
Good for her.
So you kind of make her phone ring.
Yeah,
Seriously, you kind of handed you said, no, it's good. Like you queue up the deals. That's our arrangement. That's way back when it was the, half joking, half serious. Jack would, because nobody does data like he does, man, and he'd get those offers out there and make my phone ring, and then I would close all the deals. So
that's awesome.
Yep.
Well, she's actually a lot better at negotiating too. So I'd like to eventually get her to negotiate some stuff because I'm not quite as this price. Oh yeah, sure, okay.
That's how I am.
She's she's a little better, and I shouldn't say that because my job, negotiating is part of my job, so it's kind of a stupid thing to say, but
that's great.
But anyway.
We had there were a couple times where we accidentally were involved in this was a long time ago, years ago, where I had negotiated a deal and then Jack got involved and undid what I did. And I'm like, doggone it. I had a better deal and you gave something else away. And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. So it was really kind of funny. So I had to take the phone away from him, basically.
I remember about that deal, and doggone it is not what you said back then.
No.
Yeah.
There was one deal in particular that I was really not happy.
I know. I can recite the deal, the numbers, the people involved, all of it. I remember that really clearly. That was a push point, the pushover point for us.
It kind of was, and you actually said you were nice enough to say, "All right, you're right, I'm out." I said, "Thank you."
Oh, I wasn't nice about it at all. I said, "Thank gosh, man, somebody else is going to do the stuff I don't want to do."
Right.
So I can do data.
Yeah, I feel it. So,
hey, but
what's your
listen.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, so go ahead. I was going to say, I just wanted to say that you guys, it's like light years. The other place that I tried before I came to you, this is my thank you. I mean, you guys just really, you just continue to do stuff that it genuinely helps people out, and you're looking to help people out. Anyway, there's so many things that you've done to fill little problem issues, and I really appreciate all the work you've done. And you just, I don't know. I thank you guys. So
thanks,
it's
really
clear you're not trying to just money grubbers or just someone that's looking out to turn me into your passive income stream. You really are just helping people out. So I appreciate you. So,
man, thank you. We inadvertently, and we didn't intend to do this, but when we started this whole thing, we found out pretty quick that there was an untapped, unserved market of just telling the truth. It's as simple as that. That's all we do here. Tell the truth and make stuff affordable. So why that's so hard for everyone else to do in this space, I'm not sure, but we're enjoying a big portion of it right now.
I look at it this way. I just think, and I think you get it, Kahlil, is that the direction that we've gone, I don't think we have any competitors. We're just off doing our own thing over here.
It's not even close. Mm-hmm. It's really not even close. Like what one competitor is, all he's trying to do is figure out ways to take your money, and then you guys come up with value-added stuff that really improves your situation. You're always coming up with new tools. It's just no comparison, in my opinion.
Thank you.
But anyway,
I give Jack a lot of credit for that, because Jack set out to create almost like our own club, our own group, our own investors that we can all do some big deals and do some great stuff together.
Yeah.
And you did it, Jack, and that's what we're all doing. And like Kahlil, you're a perfect example. I mean, you're here with us. We're all getting better and more efficient and doing bigger deals and better deals and making more money, and it's easier, and that's the way it should be.
Yeah. So I got to ask you some questions about buying notes, because I love notes.
Yeah.
What? I mean, where were, without, obviously, please don't answer anything that you think is sensitive, but where were you finding these notes? Is it easy to buy them? What do you like?
No,
Apartments, houses? What do you like?
These are actually, it's really not that easy to find them so you go on Bigger Pockets or other places, you look for note brokers, and there's just some shady characters out there. There's some, and also you got to be accredited. In some cases, you got to be an accredited investor for some other places, which I'm not really at that level. But maybe I will be soon, but not really there yet. But I found it. I hooked up this guy that I found through various channels and podcasts, and he was a note broker, but really some really upstanding, honest guy, and he was connected to the Dallas market, and everything he does is personal, is residential, single family home type stuff, and he's hooked up with these fix and flip investors that offer owner financing, and they just want to cash out so they can move on to the next deal, and that's really his entire portfolio. That's what they are, but these are mostly like undocumented workers and et cetera that can't qualify for financing, but have been living in the States for 5-10 years, have a steady job, they're contributing to society, et cetera. Yep. And they're just solid. They're solid rights, and 8 points, 9 points kind of stuff, and mostly 15-year notes, and so I did, got a couple of those notes from him, and still look at the notes he has, and hopefully buy some more in the future. But that's kind of, I just found this one guy, and I just felt comfortable. There are some other places, but this guy does it right. Like he sells you the whole package. You get the servicing on the back end, which on that note, I have not done the servicing probably right on mine. I've been kind of doing my servicing. It's kind of stupid the way I did it, but anyway. But yeah, it all comes together. It was really seamless and easy. So I'm sure not everybody's like that, but no, it's all single family mortgage notes.
So you found a little niche there, and that's great, man. There's a lot of that going on in Arizona too. Same thing. And I love it.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you have what are some things, any hurdles that you had, anything you could say that to save somebody who's thinking about this? Anything you wish you'd known?
I don't know. You guys address just about all the issues.
Well, let me ask you this: when you found us, so how did you find us online? Was it a word of mouth?
Yeah, thing? No, I did. I found you online.
Okay, cool.
So just a Google search, just trying to figure out alternative methods to find prospects to buy land.
Okay.
And really, really, you guys have this. I mean, it's the solution. I mean, that's the way you guys do it. It's the way to do it to find your sellers. That is the way to do it. Back tax lists, just using that. I agree with you, Jill. You just inherit problems. I bought a few back tax properties, but for the most part, there are a lot of problems. Usually, so and then maybe a lot of times also they're less desirable properties, like if it's the side of a mountain or something.
Yep.
And it's not really usable. But anyway.
Thank you. So you found out, then when was it, did we sing to you right away? Or, you know what I mean? You're like, oh my gosh, these guys make so much sense? Or was it like, all right, this is a little too good to be true. I need to do some more research.
Right away. So we actually were going on, I escape from Mardi Gras every year. I live in the New Orleans area, and I'm not a fan of Mardi Gras. So we took a trip to Mardi Gras last year, away from Mardi Gras to another area. And on the way there, I brought a little DVD player, and I played the whole thing. By the time I came back, I was done. I rock and rolled when I got back home.
Great.
During the drive. So
we were with you on your vacation?
Yes.
Your wife said, turn that off, please. This is like family time.
It was just while we were traveling, My kids in the back of the seat, they were coloring or whatever, and she was driving, and I listened to the whole thing, or watched the whole thing,
That's cool. That's really good.
I've wrecked vacations like that too.
Yeah. 15 hours of Jack and Jill. Oh gosh. It's so funny. I haven't looked at that in a while, and I want to go back and look at that.
I love some of the jokes that Jack makes about why are you wearing a different shirt and all that stuff. I just it's funny, but
good.
But it's good. The program is great, and I've gone back and referred to it and watched a couple clips a few times when I needed to. So
good.
It's good.
I try to make it a little bit humorous because investing in land and talking about investing in land on a daily show, that'll kill you eventually. You gotta have some fun.
Yeah, you guys are entertaining. So
we entertain each other. That's true.
Kahlil Turner, thank you so much for joining us. I'm really happy for your success, and I can't wait to see where it takes you.
Yeah, thank you guys for everything, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah. Thank you, Kahlil.
We'll see you on the Thursday call. Join us in another episode where Jack and Jill discuss how to use information, that's me,
and inspiration, that's me,
to get just about anything you want.
We'll use it every day to buy property for half of what it's worth and sell it immediately.
You are not alone in your real estate ambition. Man, he's
cool.
Smart, isn't he?
Yeah, That was really cool talking to him.
Really, it's amazing how appreciative our members are.
Yeah.
The nice stuff that they have to say. I mean, he was a heartfelt thank you from him. And you can tell he's the kind of person that he approaches things like it's a schematic.
Right.
Like an engineer does.
Exactly.
So I'm proud of him.
Me too.
Information and inspiration to buy undervalued property.
We are Jack and Jill, and this was the Cash Flow from Land Show.
We are the experts at acquiring property
Of all kinds, not just land.
for half price just so we can flip it for way more.
And really fast. Thanks for listening. You are not alone in your real estate ambition.